welcome to my YouTube channel. I actually can't believe I'm saying this, but here we are. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ibi Yinka, but you can call me Ibi. And this is my first video on this channel. So I have some shots on the channel, but I don't have a proper intro video. And I thought that, you know what, let me just do a sit down video, do an intro video to tell you about myself, what this channel is about, and all of the good stuff that is going to be happening on this channel. So welcome. So my name is Ibi Yinka. I live in Dubai. I'm Nigerian, and I was born and raised in Lagos, Nigeria, and I lived there all my life until I moved to Dubai in 2021, just post the pandemic. And I'm a travel creator. I have a 9 to 5. I have a full-time 9 to 5, and I recently just started a travel page called Travel with Ibi. And how it sort of started is I've been traveling since 2018, but actively 2021. I love traveling. I travel a lot. In a year, on an average, I do between 8 to 9 trips in a year. I tell people that travel is my 9 to 5. And I'm just working 9 to 5 to be able to fund my travel lifestyle. So travel is my main gig, 9 to 5 is my side hustle. So anyway, so I started traveling actively in 2021, and I've been to 29 countries to date. And I traveled to 19 of them, they're about solo. So I traveled to 19 of them by myself. And I realized that when I started to travel, when I started to do research, there wasn't a lot of content from black people, and even black women like me out there. And like I mentioned, I travel quite a lot. I plan everything myself. I'm like, you know what, let me document this experience. Let me share this. Let me just document this experience, share the tips. So basically, this page is me documenting all of my travel experience. It's not a travel hack or a travel tips. It's basically just my lifestyle and how I travel, the things that I find out as I travel, the things that I do, how I got here, do's and don'ts, and some things that I think that will be relevant for you guys to know. So that's what this page is going to be about. Before we start, let's take a step back. Let's rewind a bit. Like I said, I grew up in Nigeria. I moved to Dubai in 2021. And how did I move to Dubai? I moved to Dubai during the time where everyone was moving out of Nigeria. Jackpot had just really started then, post 2020, post NSAS, right? And yeah, we can talk about that next time, like what really made me move out of Nigeria eventually. But yeah, we can talk about that in another video. But so basically, I moved out when people were going to the UK, to Canada, and I did not want to move to those places. I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to move through school. So I sort of like looked for places where you could easily get a job. So my career is in digital marketing, and I was looking at places where you could get a job in that role from Nigeria preferably. And it took me about a year. Applied to over 100 companies, but luckily I got a job with one of the top tech companies globally, and they moved me to Dubai. So that's how Ibi Yinka moved from Nigeria to Dubai, and I've been in Dubai since then, about 3 years now. And before I moved to Dubai, while I was living in Nigeria, I traveled to about 5 countries. I've been to Ghana, I've been to South Africa, Morocco, the UAE, and COVID happened, we couldn't travel anymore. You guys know how that went. And then I moved to Dubai in 2021, and I started traveling actively, and since then I've been to 24 countries. I'm going to my 30th country in 3 weeks. If you guys can guess what that country is. I'd already mentioned it, right? I'd already mentioned it somewhere in this video where I was talking. So if you can get what it is, drop it in the comments section. So yeah, that's how Ibi moved from Nigeria to Dubai, and now I live in Dubai. Like I said, I have a 9 to 5, but I still travel. I travel a lot. So this page is going to be everything travel, for certain. Everything travel. I've traveled on beaten paths, if you put it that way. You guys know Nigerians, like, people only go to UK and US. Thankfully it's changing now, but I've traveled to places that you wouldn't, like, unbeaten path. Like, I've been to Thailand, I've been to Luxembourg. I remember when I went to Georgia, I went to Gudari. I hope I got that pronunciation properly, but it was like minus 16 degrees snow. I wanted to experience snow for the first time, and I remember I got there the next morning when I woke up and we stepped outside and everywhere was covered in snow. And I'm like, Ibi Yinka, what are you doing here? what are you like? What are you doing here? Like nobody even. These are places that you would not find black people talk more of Nigerian. And I realized that when I'm trying to when I'm trying to do my research and find information about where I'm going to, there isn't a lot of information out there. It's mostly by 99% of content that I see out there is mostly by black people. It's mostly by white people rather. Blogs, content, TikTok, everything is by white people. And then that sort of like prompted me to document my experience. So I've been documenting my experience since I traveled, but I recently just started sharing them, right? So like I mentioned, I started a travel page called Travel with EB seriously this year. And you can find me on TikTok, you can find me on Instagram. You guys, content creation is hard work. I've always told my friends, like, I'm sure my friends see this video channel, they'll be so shocked. I've always said, like, YouTube, I can't do YouTube. YouTube is not for me. I know how much work it is, and I just don't have it in me. But I started posting shorts, right? I started posting shorts on my YouTube channel, basically content that I share on Instagram and TikTok. I started sharing them on YouTube as well. And it was getting some engagement, it was getting some views, some likes. But when you go on my channel, it tells you that there is no video. Like this channel doesn't have any video because I haven't uploaded a proper video. That's why I'm like, you know what? Anything we're doing is worth doing well. So might as well just create an introduction video and start posting video on this channel as well from time to time. But for certain, you guys would see shorts that I would share daily on this channel. So feel free to come in and check on a daily basis. So back to what I was saying. So basically, that's what prompted me to start Travel with EB, where I document my experience. I share everything about traveling, my experience, how I got there, visa process, how much I spent, the things that I enjoyed, the popular things to do and unpopular things to do as well, and what my expectations were or what my experience were of the countries that I visited as a black Nigerian woman traveling solo. So on this channel, expect everything: travel, content about traveling, content about food. I'm a big foodie, lifestyle generally, unboxing videos, some things that I bought, my comments about them, what I think about them, how much I spent on it, and basically every information about me, right? Anything that you guys would like to know as well, feel free to share with me in the comment section. So that's it. I think that wraps up this video. You can find me on TikTok, on Instagram. I'm very active on those two channels for now at Travel with EB with double I, so it's IBII. I share daily content about my experience traveling, all of that good stuff, and you can find me on there. So if that's your thing, if that's your vibe, if travel is your thing, if you want to know how I travel, if I solo travel, if you want to learn more about solo traveling, if you want to know how I plan my trips, all of the juicy details that you would typically not find out there, here is the channel for you. Here is the page. You found the right page. So subscribe, like, share, drop a comment, and see you in my next video. Bye.